And now the other cool thing I thought too is like you start playing with them, you can it like moves apart. So it has some cool movement and it moves fairly easy. Like it's loose, but it's precise, like you're saying. Get us in here. What are we doing?
Okay, puzzle time. Here we go.
Puzzle time.
We're back.
We are.
Had a few sunny days here.
Yeah, it's been nice actually.
Been really nice.
Good weather.
Okay, well, let's start with
what do you want to start with?
Newest two monkeys. Right, that's the
two brass monkeys.
Two brass monkeys.
Two
that's
brass
what it's called.
monkeys, yeah. Hence the theme to that one. Should we just pull them out? You get the brass. I get the.
These okay, so show the packages first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is the brass package. Comes in this nice monkey case.
Yeah, and then this is the steel package.
Golden.
What's this puzzle called? Nova Plexus?
Plexus, yeah.
Nova Plexus. So brass and steel. There's two different ones.
Yep. You get a bag of elastics to do this.
Yeah, from your braces.
Yeah. If you want to see how this is done, go look at somebody else's video. We are not going to solve this.
Yeah, we're not solving this.
Here's what the puzzle
is. That's for sure. It's difficult. 12 pieces. And so then, yeah, you got to make it into a self-supporting structure. And from what I've seen, I'm just gonna quickly run through what this looks like.
Yeah, maybe make a small. Dude, make like a little triangle. Make a triangle together, like a little pyramid.
So then the idea is that you put these together.
I got this. We'll see who makes a better structure here real quick.
Jeez, that is complicated. So then you're supposed to put it together with the three, they intersect, and then you, how the heck do you get elastics on this? That seems crazy.
I imagine the first one's the hardest.
So then you would take two more pieces over here, and then you'd throw an elastic around those, that, and then you'd flare them out, and then you'd take another elastic, there, and like slide up. So there's the triangular version of it, and obviously with 12 pieces it gets significantly more complex.
It ends up like a giant ball at the end of it.
Yeah, it's like a ball triangle thing. I think there's actually, isn't there a picture? Maybe not. There's a picture on the website. I think of it solved. I believe. I'm not 100% sure what that.
Actually, I think it's on the front of one of the boxes.
Yeah, it makes this crazy star thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think it's on one of the boxes, but so I would definitely. So, and the crazy thing is, the steel one is more expensive. So the steel one doesn't have that sweet case. It has this box, but yeah, the steel one, it has this, I guess. There, the steel one's more expensive. I think more just because of the material, right?
Could be.
Probably. So I would definitely choose the brass. I like the look of the brass one better.
You know how long it's taking people to solve this?
No idea. I imagine it's fairly hard. It's gonna end up being kind of a dexterity puzzle too, because like getting that together. Like you saw how hard it was just for
just to get
two of us
in the right place.
Yeah, to get like a little triangle piece together, man. Like imagine how hard that gets when you're starting to put 12 pieces in there, right? And that's.
I imagine it gets easier once you have something to build off of too. Like that first little triangle is probably the hardest bit of it.
Definitely harder. But yeah, it's gonna become a dexterity puzzle at some point, I think. So next, brand new thing from Puzzle Master called Chiasma.
Oh, that's what we're going with, eh?
Yeah, Chiasma is. So this is one puzzle, 5 different orientations of colors on it, and so. Yeah, there's It's made, so this is brand new to Puzzle Master. It's a design we got from a guy named Yavuz Demirhan, and he's this dude from Turkey. He has designed it. It's actually 4 identical pieces in here, and it's made out of anodized aluminum. It's got this cool finish on the outside, and so let's see if we can get it on camera here. Hold on. Come on, there you go. And so you see a bit of the finish there. That's like this kind of scratchy, almost looking finish on it. It looks really cool. It's a textured finish, and the idea is that it doesn't scratch as much, hey? Because with these bird puzzles, you move them and pieces end up scratching. It's inevitable, but it makes it less visible, the scratches, I think. So very cool. It's a level 10, and it's made here in Canada. This is 100% made in Canada, all of it. So actually made in Canada. So it's Aaron. So Aaron, who shoots our solutions, Aaron Williams, he helped with the design, and not the design, the production of this. So he's a metal worker.
A laser cutter?
Yeah, something with his work, like, and they do that. And he has knowledge of like the programs that you have to use to like create it's like 3D rendering and stuff, right? So yeah, there's 5 different ones. Here, throw them all down here. Let's see. What's your favorite one, Tony?
I said my favorite was probably this one, the gold and the brown. I like that one.
No, until I saw it, I don't think this one was my favorite, but I like this now. Now that I see it, the silver and gold, I actually really like that one. But I agree, this one's really nice too.
My dad, who owns Puzzle Master, he brought the whole box of just pieces like this to me and my sister's place, and I think we got one done when I think he had 18 done by the time we finished one. It's
a hard solution. This is not an easy puzzle. Even so, we've talked even about, like, I don't think it's going to happen, but we've talked about adding to the levels, like because this is level 10, but like this is a whole nother kind of level 10 that like some of the other, because it is harder than other puzzles. It is definitive. I forget what it is to do it, but there's a lot of moves in it.
Well, and it's extremely precise too. Like the sizing that you have going through these things, that was where we found the hardest of just putting them together, was like you have to line up everything perfect.
Yeah, and you can do some really cool stuff. It has a neat feel to it. Some of the bird puzzles, like some of the pelican stuff, is actually, I find, a little tight sometimes, hard to move. Whereas this moves fairly easily and nice, and the metal has a nice sound to it too. So it's a cool design. Really high quality puzzle, and it's a limited production, so like this is not like some mass made puzzle. This is well made, handmade. So yeah, it's a bird puzzle. It's cool. But that is the newest stuff from Puzzle Master here in the last couple of weeks. Chiasma and that Noble Plexus. There's a whole bunch of stuff actually came in from Two Brass Monkeys, hey?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we actually have another section that we're adding here. And so like I said, Aaron shoots some of our solutions, but I've been coming in here and shooting with Aaron. So we have a section called Aaron's Anomalies. So we're going to jump to that, and we're shooting, I think it's the Hedgehog in Cage that we shoot. So cut there to Aaron's Anomalies, Hedgehog in Cage. Welcome to Aaron's Anomalies, where we show you puzzles that don't look so good, but are actually really awesome, and it's all stuff that Aaron recommends. So Aaron, what do you got for us today?
Well, we got one from Redemic. Level 8 on the Puzzle Master difficulty scale.
Huh. Now, this is a heavy puzzle.
Yeah, they don't cheap on the metal on these ones.
Yeah. I love the look of this. Even that orange ball, like that thing's metal too, just in case, I mean, maybe it's hard to tell on camera, but everything on here is metal.
Yeah, these bearings are like super cool. Like, look at that.
Huh.
They actually move in 2 axes.
Really?
Yeah, that's neat. They actually rotate fully around. But they still...
It spins, even as it rotates.
That's probably why they call this axis.
Huh.
It's because of these really cool bearings.
That's really neat, actually. That movement is super cool.
So this actually doesn't, like, if you try to put these through the side, you'll never get this thing out. It's too small. It's too big.
Because that's the trick on the other ones. Yeah, you find, like, there's one peg that's shorter, and or something like that, and it spins out or whatever, and there's bars that are wider, right?
Yeah. And if you try to rotate it through the bearing, you're always going to hit the top peg, and you're just never going to get it out.
Right.
So it seems like there's just no solution.
Yeah.
But it's a trick with this piece, because one of these pegs screws.
Really? Okay, now, how do you tell which one? Because
it actually ends up being the longer peg, the longest peg.
Yeah, because there's different lengths on those pegs inside. I noticed that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The longest one.
You can see it kind of screws out. It doesn't come all the way out, obviously, then.
Nope. But it gives us a flush side.
Right, so there's a side of the thing that absolutely has nothing sticking out of it.
So from here, we can just drop that longer side we just lengthened into the bearing.
Like that.
And then we can actually just rotate this out.
Now, does it rotate? It doesn't matter which side kind of when you rotate it out, or does it?
I'll be real honest, I often just get stuck and it seems like it's for no reason. I'm pretty sure there's a specific peg you probably want in that position.
Yeah, because it does seem mine's kind of stuck there. Do you think it matters what axis you're rotating it on in terms of like the ball bearings? I wouldn't have any.
Oh, I see. Okay, so when it gets kind of stuck like that,
right?
You just like tweak this up.
Oh, there. Huh. Yeah, that's actually
really
really easy. So there. So like, here's the movement. I guess is what you're showing here. Is that's
the trick of this whole thing.
No, it doesn't go both ways, and you probably can spin it in a little tighter too. So that, like,
you can crank it a little bit, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's just solid.
It'd be harder because I know there's a few puzzles like that with like twists in them like that, and you got to make sure it's tightened in so that someone doesn't like fall into the movement and like, oh man, I saw that move or felt it. You want to, I guess, give it some tension there.
Yeah, just give it a little tweak.
So yeah, there you can see there, like there's one. Looks like one of the spikes is a little long.
Yeah, and it seems to always, no matter what you do, gravitate into the wrong place, so you have to do that little lifting motion at the end.
Huh. Interesting. So I'm gonna let's try rotate. I am not. There we go. Oh, I jammed up. Okay, so it's back in, and then you screw that piece back in.
Yeah, I love when like puzzle manufacturers throw like weird little twists into it, where you go into the puzzle thinking it's going to be one way, and it's totally not what you're even working towards.
Yeah, I like that. And it's a really well made puzzle. Like I love when these are just, and it looks cool. They've done a great job on the design. Yeah, that's cool. I see why you'd put it in here. Definitely.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, that is the Axis, right?
Yep.
Axis from Redemic, level 8. Awesome. Thank you, Aaron.
No problem.
So that was Aaron's Anomalies. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let us know what you think of that section. We're going to be shooting more of those and adding them into our puzzle time episodes here. So it'll be something different. Aaron brings a whole another thing that I think me and Tony can't, and that's like a deep knowledge of puzzles and a skill in solving them.
Yeah, so, that ain't my world, man.
Yeah, we're just not as good as Aaron, so definitely gives you a bit more of an ability to solve puzzles that we don't have. But so yeah, that wraps the episode for today. Other than I'll talk a bit about our YouTube stuff. So on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of YouTubers that shoot puzzle stuff, and we just want to direct you to a few of them. Chris Ramsey's one of our favorites. He shot one of the pop locks recently, the T12, so it just came out. It's
pretty big lock.
Crazy, yeah. It's super hard, man. Those pop locks are like insane, and they're insanely well made. I think they retail for like about $1,500.
Yeah.
They sell out like 5 minutes on our site, and if you got one, lucky you. If you didn't get one though, check out Chris Ramsey's video. It is really awesome, and he shows you a bit about how complex and how well made these are. Like, I mean, they're huge locks that are metal.
I think they make 8 in a run, something like that. 8 to 12 in a run.
Something, I don't know. The guy in Israel makes them, I think, right? Yeah, Israel pop locks. So, as the T12 that just came out. So Chris shoots that. Puzzle Guy has some awesome stuff too. Remember that those fractal tray puzzles?
Yeah, the Martin Rainsford.
Martin Rainsford, yeah. And he shoots, Puzzle Guy shot the Wonderlic Curve 2. So he does it. And they're great. Those are really satisfying. It's like where you drop them in, they just kind of disappear pieces. It looks cool. So check that one out. Oscar does a bit. He released a video here just this last little while on the 4-knot. That was, remember we did that 4-knot. That's that.
Yeah, he came out with that whole 3D printed line.
3D printed, but it was 3D printed wood. Remember how that smelled?
Yeah.
It was nuts. So Oscar shows you a bit about it. He talks about some of the design stuff too. How he designed it, different design elements that he had. He even experimented with what do you call it? This Velcro. So initially, you know how it has magnets in it?
Oh, yeah.
He experimented with Velcro on it, and the Velcro didn't work at all, so he did magnets. So there's that. Mr. Puzzle shot the double tumbler. We shot those too. He did the double tumbler and the hand boiler. You've seen those hand boilers?
Yep.
He actually goes through and explains the science of the hand boiler.
Cool.
And then there's one other new dude I found recently. His name's he goes on YouTube under the name Optimal Review, and this guy. He ordered from our Kickstarter. Remember those 3 puzzles we kickstarted? The Lattice, Slideways, and Dirty Dozen? So he shot a video of each of those, this Optimal Review. And he's a guy from, I think, the UK. But really does a good job. Check his videos out. Kind of reminds me of Chris Ramsey a bit. So he's awesome. Check out Optimal Review. I definitely have to recommend him because not a lot of people are checking his stuff out right now. But he has some good videos. And I think he's going to be coming out with more. So definitely check him out. But that's our episode for today. Check us out on Facebook so you can like our page on there. We have a page on there also with Hanayama Puzzle Enthusiast. Man, if you guys are into Hanayama and some of the other puzzles, really active people on there. You'll see a lot of stuff. Check that out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the little bell to get notifications when we put out new videos. Tony's always shooting up reviews and we got lots of solutions being done. So do that. And then on Instagram, you can... And follow us on there?
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
That's the one.
Some different pictures and stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate everybody who watches these, especially guys who watch them to the end of the videos. Thank you, and have a great week. See ya.